Bam. Hello, welcome, folks. We have some breaking news here of a 7.6 earthquake here in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean. Now, we're getting some reports that shaking was felt in the near Georgetown, near the Cayman Islands, but we still haven't really had any confirmation yet of a tsunami, although tsunami alerts are going out at this moment. I'm trying to get the
What's crazy while
tsunami
you
warning
look for
system.
that is the largest earthquake to happen since 2023. Is a 7.6.
7.6.
Lucky that it was over the ocean and that there's no confirmed tsunamis yet, because I'm sure if that had made land, if that had happened over land, a major fault line, there'd be a lot more economic devastation. Now,
Looks like they've
hopefully this
downgraded it
continues to be
to.
the trend, but we are consistently monitoring right now, trying to figure out if there is any risk of a tsunami or if that is happening. So far, there's only just been the alert or the warning, no alerts. They are telling people nearby to basically get away from the shore to get to elevation, and to just not even wait around for any uh, any risk, to just go ahead and get to safety.
All right. Tsunami information statement number 2, center of Palmer, Alaska, revised magnitude. Official magnitude reduced to 7.6. This is a tsunami information statement for the United States, East Coast, Gulf of Mexico states, and Eastern Canada. There is no tsunami danger for the United States, East Coast, Gulf of Mexico states, and the eastern coast of Canada. So they are saying that there's no tsunami threat for the Gulf Coast.
They are saying, though, that there is a tsunami threat for anyone nearby.
Let me read
that level of earthquake is absolutely known to generate a tsunami.
Let's see here. This message is issued for information only in support of the UNESCO, the IOC tsunami, and other coastal hazard warning systems. National authorities will determine appropriate level alert for each. An earthquake based on the preliminary hazardous tsunami waves from this earthquake are possible within 1,000 kilometers of the coasts of Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Cuba, Mexico, Honduras, Bahamas, San Andreas, Providence. I don't know.
So
Belize,
now that we know
Haiti,
that we're looking at
Costa
about a threat within
Rica,
1,000 kilometers,
Panama. Hold on, and Nicaragua and Guatemala. Those are the folks that need to be watching out for tsunamis, and we also have estimated time of arrival here, and this is in UTC, which is or maybe that's
military time.
Military time, do you think? No, it's UTC. Cayman Islands, yeah, that's not really helpful. I hate that. I hate converting this. I think 0Z is so yeah, Cayman Islands is pretty quickly here. The potential for that. So let me see.
Convert it 2352
if I have any cameras out in the Cayman Islands.
Local.
Cayman Islands would be the closest.
That happened at 3:52 local time.
Oh man, this is on the beach. This is on the beach here. The Cayman Islands. We were watching.
There's still a bunch of people just hanging out on the beach.
Yeah, that is not good. Hopefully, we don't see a tsunami come through here.
We do. We'll be able to at least watch it live. So calm and peaceful.
Yeah, it doesn't seem there's many people freaking out.
No, not really.
I wonder if that warning has gotten out. This is the Grand Cayman 7 Mile Beach Resort and Spa. We're looking at one of the coasts here. Let me see if we can see which coast this could be here. So that is 7 Mile Beach Resort and Spa. Let me figure out where that is. Yeah, it's on this side. So yeah, this would be affected by the tsunami if the one were to come through.
Yeah, but I think more of the place with Bowden Town, that looked like the main place that's at risk. Although, I mean, not that the Cayman Islands are very large. All of the Cayman Islands are at risk.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti. All those areas are within that 1,000 kilometer radius here. And if you're just now tuning
Do
in, we are
you
looking at a live view here of Grand Cayman 7 Mile Beach, which is in the Cayman Islands. And we are watching to see, we have and a tsunami alert out from this storm. So we're watching to see if a tsunami is actually going to show up here.
can you go ahead and pull up a map real quick so that we can see that epicenter? Did it have a scale so that we could see the distance, so that we could see, like actually where is 1,000 kilometers from the epicenter? Okay,
Yeah, right
yeah.
here.
So we have that in the bottom
Well,
there.
we
So
have the
can you
alert
set
that
that?
went out.
So definitely Cuba is absolutely.
Yeah, Cuba's in there, Jamaica,
Honduras.
Honduras, Belize, also the Yucatan Peninsula. Haiti is probably just within that radius. The
Oh
biggest
man,
tsunamis,
Haiti
though,
again.
and believe it or not, there was a 4.3 before this. Yeah, a little bit before that, and then we had
Yeah,
this one. Just this is the 7.6, the 7.6 earthquake that
again,
happened.
the largest
And you
earthquake
can see
since
Cayman
2023.
Islands are the closest. And we do have a tsunami alert out right now. We're waiting for more information. We have the official webpage here. Let me do a refresh to see if we have. Okay, we have new. Is this new? This kind of looks new here. Updates this message. Earthquake parameters have been revised. Based on based on all available data, there is a tsunami threat to Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands as well. Earliest estimated time that hazard sea level fluctuation and strong ocean currents may begin in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands is 9:48. So that's for Puerto Rico, one of our and it's technically a United States territory over there. So you guys should definitely be staying away from the
Immediately take
beaches.
actions.
Definitely
Yeah.
want to go to higher ground if you live near the beaches there in Puerto Rico. You have a couple of hours, or it's all the way back here. You have a couple of hours before this shows up. Hopefully, the tsunami isn't that big, but I'm really worried about the Cayman Islands here. And given their close proximity, they're definitely going to get the brunt of
Yeah.
this.
Do you have that live feed? Can we go back to
Yeah,
that?
let's
See if
go
there's
back to
any.
it. Yeah, the beach
This
or the
is live
ocean is
right
to
now,
our right.
right?
Yeah, this is live in the Cayman Islands, and the ocean is just over here to our right. You can see the beach is just right here. We've got way too many people sitting over here, given the fact that we don't really know how big this thing is going to be.
Yeah, it looks like there's two people sitting at the bar right there.
Yeah, yeah, and there's yeah, that is a bar there, and
Yeah.
you could imagine if even just like a foot tsunami comes through this area. I mean, that's going to make it through most of this area. It seems like okay, I can see the waves a little bit with this car drive. There's a car driving on the beach,
And maybe they're
or
trying to
maybe that's
see
like
if
a
the
golf
the
cart.
water line's receding at all, because that's usually the biggest indication. When you see the water line receding, you know that wave's about to start coming in.
Yeah.
That was a little ATV.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Let me see if I can get any. Let's go check on the estimated time of arrival for the Cayman Islands if we can get some exact information on that as
I'll try to
well.
look at that as well.
Caribbean Sea. Yeah, we did have that information. Wow, the original parameter or the original magnitude was 8.0. Jeez.
Yeah, that's why they did the revised magnitude.
Man, I really hope this hasn't created like an actual. Okay, here we go. Cayman Islands
Yeah,
2352.
that's what this article's saying as well.
2352. What is that in AST time, which is similar, I think, to Eastern time. Or I would just do that.
52 UST to AST. That's what you said?
You can just do it to Central time since that's where we're at. That's where we're monitoring from. Oh my gosh, there's a guy swinging on that. So I'm wondering if that's 650, right? 650? Or is that 550? Hey, Knuckles, welcome.
So
Welcome,
it
welcome.
is
Just got here.
it
What's
is
going on? Well, we'll go do another brief overview. What?
it's 7:16 p.m. local right now in the Caymans.
Yeah. And
So it's
what's
only an hour difference.
yeah, it's the same as EST, but what is the time?
So
23:58.
so if you just convert that to 24-hour times, that'd be it's 1900 right now. So they're not expecting landfall. If it's 23:52, then we're not expecting landfall for another 4
No,
hours
it's
or so.
UTC. That's universal time, not military.
But it's still 24-hour time.
Let me we might be right. Let me just do a UTC to central time converter.
So right now it is 6:17.
Okay, this is UTC to CST converter. Okay.
So
It
put the
is
time for our time,
it is
the
7
CST.
it is 0 UTC time, so technically
Evan,
they
but
should
you
already be
had to
seeing.
convert that. You had to convert that.
No, it's
There's
already
you had to
0 UTC. 23, it goes from 23 to 0.
but you had to plug in the time. So it had automatically just plugged in a
No,
time for you.
it was showing the automatic, or it was showing the current UTC time, I think.
No.
Yeah. UTC time. It
Look
is
at the
0
time.
0
Yeah, but
18
look at the
33.
time up above where
Yeah,
it
that's
says
the
to
converter.
convert. Just try plugging in 6:17 into the no for CST.
Hmm.
For CST.
Oop. Got an ad.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the current UTC time right up there. So
Oh, okay.
it looks like it should have already come through this area.
Well, something's happening.
There's a lot of
There's a
people out
lot of people.
there. That's the breaking news here is we got way too many people outside of. But again, this is estimated time of arrival. It's not a
There's a little
exact
kid.
science. Oh my gosh.
There's a foot of water. She's gone.
Let's say that now. I mean, it's true though. The reality is not. Is that cornhole right there? I think that's a
I don't
cornhole
know what
game.
she's doing.
Yeah, I think that's a
Anyways, take
cornhole
a
game.
break from our breaking news to watch this little kid play on a cornhole board.
And with the potential approaching tsunami.
Yeah, there is a tsunami incoming. Also, do keep that in mind. Or did her
We don't
parents
have
just
any
leave her there?
confirmation yet. No, there's a person standing right here.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can get some more news out of our tsunami warning stuff here. Tsunami advisory there. Yeah, no, nothing. Well, yeah, there's actually a couple. Yeah, so
A
the United
tsunami
States, by the way.
advisory has been
Okay, so let's
issued.
kind of do a brief overview for the new viewers here. So if you're just now tuning in, we just had a 7.6 magnitude earthquake occur here in the Caribbean Ocean, and we've had some tsunami alerts issued.
Alexa,
It turns out the United States is not under threat from this, but we're getting alerts for anywhere that is 1,000 kilometers away from this tsunami or from this earthquake that has happened in the Caribbean. And so far, we haven't seen any cancellation, as far as I can tell, from that. All we have right now are tsunami alerts. We are watching a camera here in the Grand Cayman Islands, which, as you can tell from our map here from the USGS, is right here. There's the Cayman Islands. There's Georgetown, and according to the estimated time of arrival, this should have already been there potentially. But we're going to be monitoring this camera just in case the estimation was wrong. We're just keeping an eye here. And, I'm sure if no tsunami shows up to the Cayman Islands, they will probably allow this hurricane alert, or not hurricane. I'm still, you are right. The weather part of me is poking through a little bit, but no, there that this tsunami alert will be canceled. But yeah, I mean, according to the public that is out there, it looks like there's nothing going on. It kind of makes you wonder if whether an alert system has been activated or what. By the way, guys, if you're just now tuning in, we're going to start doing a little bit more breaking news coverage. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button to help us reach more people in the path of this earthquake.
Yeah, absolutely. It really helps out.
Liking the stream does help out with that. And if you want more breaking news coverage from me and Josh, you can hit that subscribe button as well and turn on post notifications. That will allow you to get a notification the next time that we go live. Are you searching for news in the background there? I need you
I
to be doing
am,
that.
man. I am trying. It is, it's a
Are you
lot of what
searching
we've
through
already
Twitter?
seen. Yeah. This one's saying from the New York Post that there's a tsunami warning, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Haiti, Belize, and the Bahamas remain under potential threat of a tsunami, with Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands under advisory. So this is saying that the biggest threat is to Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, Haiti, Belize, and the Bahamas.
And the
And
Cayman
wait,
Islands. I mean, the Cayman Islands
and
are right there.
yeah, the Cayman Islands
The
have to
closer
be.
you
That's
are to
why
the epicenter, the bigger the tsunami is going to be.
I'm just, I keep watching these cars. You keep seeing those headlights patrolling up the beach, and you wonder if they're looking to see if the tides are receding.
Yeah, that could be what they're looking for. One of the things that will definitely indicate that a tsunami has come through this area is by watching this area of the beach here. As you can see, you can see the beach pretty clearly. And if it's a significant tsunami or a big enough tsunami to cause any issues, well, we would definitely see it. The water
The
start
water
to
would come
pick up
rushing
here.
pretty.
Hopefully, it's not all one wave, and they do get some indication that something bigger is coming through at least the receding of the ocean. If there is a big tsunami happening, if you're not really familiar with tsunamis, kind of what happens is before the tsunami makes landfall, the oceans will recede quite a bit. And so we're trying to determine, unfortunately, it's dark outside, so it's kind of hard, but we're getting some lights come through here. And yeah, I mean that car is still driving pretty clearly on the beach there with no issues. So still no tsunami here in the Cayman Islands. Let me keep an eye on Twitter feed on my phone here so we can keep the camera up. Yeah, this the latest from BNO News: preliminary earthquake 7.6, world's strongest earthquake since 2023. Well, world's strongest earthquake.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that's what I was telling you since 2023, man. It's the
I thought it
strongest
was the
earthquake to
strongest
hit a.
earthquake in the Caribbean since 2023.
No,
Let me
that's why
change the
that's
title.
why I told you to make the title of the stream "Strongest Earthquake Since 2023." It really is.
That was a little bit of a miscommunication there on my end, not on your end. You said it pretty clearly. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're just monitoring news. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask in chat. We're answering questions if you got any. But typically, with these bigger, more shallow earthquakes, you do sometimes get some tsunamis out of them, and it doesn't always happen. A lot of times what happens, you'll get a tsunami alert or advisory first, and then nothing happens, and they end up canceling it. But I think our canary in the coal mine here is going to be the Cayman Islands, because again, if a tsunami were to come through anywhere first, it should be the Grand Cayman Islands. Just take care, better go away and be from the shore and be alert. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. It's a little bit concerning to see that there's this many people near the shoreline at this moment.
Including a little kid playing around on a cornhole board.
Yeah, it just kind of seems like people are kind of unaware.
Let's see. Here's something that was posted 4 minutes ago. See if they have any updates on the Cayman Islands. Shakes the Caribbean Sea southwest of the
When does this come
Cayman
through
Islands,
Jamaica?
USGS says. Tsunami Warning Center tsunami was not expected, but advisories have been issued to Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
Yeah,
Cayman
tsunami is not
Islands have
expected
urged
for
you to
the
match your.
United States. The Gulf of Mexico, Florida, the East Coast, tsunami is not expected. But for some areas in the Caribbean, we have tsunami alerts and advisories depending on how close you are to this tsunami.
So for the Cayman Islands, according to this report, when the 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck the Caribbean Sea southwest of the Cayman Islands on Saturday, according to the USGS, the quake struck at 6:23 p.m. local time at a depth of 10 kilometers. The USGS said the epicenter was located 130 miles or 209 kilometers south-southwest of Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. And
Wow.
the U.S. National Tsunami Warning Center said a tsunami was not expected, but advisories have been issued for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
So far, they are not expecting a tsunami. Hopefully, there is not one.
They're not
That
expecting a
being said,
tsunami
if
for the
there
United
is one, the
States.
Cayman Islands would be the first one to know. So we'd be seeing it live or watching beach feed from the Cayman Islands. We would start to see waters come up on the beach.
Right. And so far, we haven't seen anything that is something that doesn't seem like this infrastructure can't handle so far. If there has been a tsunami wave, it's been very small, very very small.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll continue to see that car driving up and down the beach monitoring to see if the tides have changed drastically, and then we'll, I'm sure if you start to see the tides recede, then they'll absolutely evacuate the beach in the immediate area.
I'm wondering now
If there's any
um,
update.
if there is any update yet. North of Honduras was the last one. Yeah, we still don't have a new one since that one. Um. Oh, okay, 5:23 p.m. there in AST time. Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Belize, Bahamas. I'm trying to bring up that timetable again. Here we go. I want to see when this thing could potentially make it into Jamaica. By 0303 there in Montego Bay. Let me see if I got a camera over there. I'm pretty sure I have a camera. Where's Montego Bay? Yeah, we have cameras in the area. Negro over here. This is right on the beach. Let me see if this is up.
Oh, an ad.
We'll go
Blocked
back
by
to
the
that.
dang ad wall.
Nah, it'll come back up. We just gotta wait.
Now that car is still driving up and down. That ATV has just been patrolling the beach this whole time.
Yeah. See,
He's
it depends on the
reversing right
history
now.
of similar earthquakes in the past because topography in the seafloor, hydrodynamics, and the area is the same. Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I really do feel like that should be our first camera there to really pick it up. Oh man, you got to like physically watch the ad. Hold on, in order for it to work. So let me just turn it off for a second. Let the ad play. That's crazy that they can see when you're looking at it.
As a content creator, I shouldn't be the one to say this, but you should definitely have an ad block. I definitely have an ad block. I highly recommend an ad block. It's wonderful.
I hate ads. All right, here we go.
Don't
This
we?
is live from Jamaica.
Can you pan that camera or is someone else panning
Someone's
that?
panning it, but I mean, you can see the water level there. Some
Yeah,
waves
it looks
coming
about
in.
normal. Man taking a leisurely stroll on the beach.
He does not seem to be perturbed.
I mean, he's Jamaican. He's probably got
No, I
something
mean,
keeping him nice and
you.
calm with him.
I'm gonna be honest. During Hurricane Beryl, Uh, like we were monitoring cameras in Jamaica. People were doing like wheelies in the street on motorcycles. Like there were so many videos. There was even like someone released like a hurricane diss track in Jamaica. Like
They were
they
talking
definitely
shit on that
handle,
hurricane.
yeah, they definitely handle hurricanes kind of differently than
You
they do
know,
in the United States for sure.
I would like to talk about that placement for all those chairs this camera's looking at. Look at how many coconuts are just sitting on that palm tree, just waiting to fall on someone's head. I'd like to say that's the real emergency here. Oh, they're panning away. See, they don't want us commenting on the fact that they're trying to kill someone with a coconut. You know, more people die from falling coconuts than sharks. That's the only reason I wanted to point that out.
Is that a real statistic? Can you
That
bring
is
up
a
a
real
source for
statistic.
that?
I will, dude. I Give me a minute. Let me
Uh,
Google that.
that is an interesting fact for sure. Yeah, still no tsunami here in Negril, Jamaica. Definitely some wave action happening. I feel like we're getting the timing wrong or something. Really like
Oh, sorry. I fell for an urban legend that started in 2002 where someone went to the Trust Me Bro School of Statistics and said that 150 people die each year from falling coconuts
my
with
goodness.
again their source being Trust Me Bro. 150 people die from falling coconuts. Now, that being said, if anyone's going to die from a falling coconut, it's going to be from that tree in Jamaica that's sitting with like 3 chairs all pushed up on it.
That's definitely not where you would want to sit
I
for
mean, you'd
sure.
get some nice shade.
I actually like this other camera more, but this is closer to the tsunami. Pacific Tsunami Warning Center. Waves reaching 1 to 3 meters
So those are
above the
nine
tide
feet.
level are possible along some of the coast of Cuba.
Oh wow. So you said 1 to 3 meters, so that's 3 to 9 feet potentially.
Let's say that way. Say that again. Sorry.
You said 1 to 3 meters. That'd be
Yeah,
about 3 to 9 feet for all of my other non-metric using friends.
yeah. For all the Americans here.
Yeah, for all of us that speak bald eagle and the standard measurement system.
Oh my goodness. Uh, yeah. Still not seeing. I'm trying to figure this out. I mean, UTC, ETA. This should have already arrived. We should be seeing tsunami waves if we're right here. I mean, 1 to 3 meters. That'd be pretty big over there near Jamaica.
There's a boat just sitting off the coast right there.
Yeah.
Man, Jamaica
I
just
mean, this
doesn't.
this camera is sitting 1 to 3 meters
Yeah.
above sea level here.
Is it bad that it's kind of relaxing just looking at the waves crashing?
No,
It's like a
no,
false sense of security there.
it is. Yeah, if I was on
Man,
this beach and I didn't have an alert, I would be chilling,
I mean,
sipping a
you're in Jamaica,
mojito.
so
Yeah. Apparently, about an hour till aftershocks hit Puerto Rico. Um, Probably not. And it's really hard to determine like if aftershocks, will actually end up hitting Puerto Rico. We did have, a little bit of an earthquake, actually pretty close to Puerto Rico. They're near the Dominican Republic. That was a while ago, though. Aftershocks are just smaller earthquakes that kind of happen near the epicenter of the original earthquake. And it's impossible to predict where those aftershocks will occur. But over here, that's probably where you would see the aftershocks, especially given the magnitude of this earthquake. It'd be very weird if we got aftershocks near Puerto Rico. It's kind of uncanny for these types of events. Although this is technically, that this red line here is all of the same kind of tectonic boundary. I guess that's not even a tectonic plate. That's more of just like a fault line there that kind of runs through this area. So, it's something we got to watch out for aftershocks or maybe even a bigger earthquake. But for right now, we're kind of in tsunami mode. Keeping an eye on whether or not a tsunami is going to be coming in. Okay, we did just get a um, new advisory here. Let's see here. An earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 7.6 has occurred north of Honduras at 7:23. Based on all available data, there is a tsunami threat to Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, sea level fluctuations and strong ocean currents, beaches and harbor. Estimated time of arrival for this hazardous sea level fluctuation is 9:46 p.m. AST on Saturday, February 8th. I guess I meant to say
But
water levels could change. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, 1 to 3 meters above the tide is possible. That's what we just read as well, which is
oh,
quite a bit.
or about 3.3 to what is that? 10? It'd be close to 10 feet if it's meters for all of you
Yeah,
standard using
it looks
enjoyers.
like they're forecasting below a foot though, and no observation of tsunami activity yet available yet. So
There is a very minimal buoys in the area, is what you noticed too, right? So it's
yeah, there are buoys out here. This one is pretty darn close to where that earthquake occurred. And we click on it, we can go view details, come over to here. You see, it hasn't really reported any new readings that are, elevated here. So I'm starting to think there might not be, actually, there's a 5.6 at 650. There's a little bit of a rise there. And that
yeah, so that'd be
tsunami, when
about
it
half a foot.
breaks, well, no, because when the tsunami breaks near the coast, it's going to be bigger um, than it is, as it traverses the ocean.
So it'll pick up a little bit of
Height, yeah. But yeah, I mean, we got live cameras in the Cayman Islands still, and we haven't seen a tsunami here yet, at least one that is causing any sort of disruption. As you can see, we have multiple people here, kind of near. It looks like there's some sort of bar out here. People are just relaxing out here. And then also, we have another live cam over here in Jamaica, in Negril, Jamaica. And we've been seeing people walking on the beach. And, the reason why they're doing that is because we haven't really seen much evidence of tsunami waves. Like if you're seeing like tsunami waves, sometimes you can get them build, right? They kind of start off small and they can get a little bit bigger. We haven't really seen much evidence for the sea level starting to rise a little bit. Although I don't think Jamaica is going to be impacted here until later potentially, but it's kind of hard to tell if you ask me on what is happening here.
Yeah, the
You would
Cayman
think
Islands definitely
Cayman Island
seem to
hasn't
be
gotten
like,
anything. Yeah,
yeah, but they would be the ones that would see something first. I mean, just in
exactly.
their what, 230 kilometers from the epicenter.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I mean they would see it first. So I would expect to see the alerts canceled here shortly, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We haven't had any major reports yet of tsunamis impacting anybody yet, and I feel like we should be getting those in very soon.
I'm refreshing the news stories to see if there's any new updates within the hour, but it does not seem like there are.
Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be any better update than
Watching it live.
watching it live. That'll be the best way. Best way to know. And just in case people are wondering, no, there are not any tsunami alerts for the United States. No tsunami is expected at this time. Looks like we got to add. Hold on. Gotta hide this for a second. It's a 30-second ad. Quiet before the storm. Surprised no one there is concerned. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if the alert is getting out in some of these areas. I know Grand Cayman is usually pretty well connected, at least into like internet and cellular towers. Same with Jamaica. So
I mean, you would think,
you would think
especially too, with that being
they
the Westin, that they would let their, you know,
they just might not be safe.
guests.
I have no idea. No idea. But once we get any definite alerts that we can give you guys, we will definitely purvey that to you guys. But as of right now, I mean, all we can do is just kind of watch these cameras, see if anything changes, and then see if that alert comes through. And I will say, at least what my brain is telling me is that I would not be surprised if we saw a cancellation. That's what my brain is telling me right now, just given by what we've seen. But we can easily be patient and just kind of wait for the official word to come out. And who knows? Maybe there is a tsunami out there, and it just hasn't reached to these cameras yet. So that's kind of apparently there was a lot of oil ships near the center of it. Did any of them report anything? RG5? Because the ship data does record the how big the waves are, in accordance and the wave differences from sea level.
Yeah, wave height.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say height like that
you
now.
say wave height.
I did. Hey, bro, cool whip. You got a problem with how I say it?
All I saw is that there were some ships. Okay, yeah. The good news though, if you're a ship near the rolling tsunami wave that is out in the middle of the ocean, typically it doesn't impact ships too greatly. But the major impacts are near the coast and when the wave starts to break.
And if it was
What's
a
that
big
over
enough
there?
wave,
Is that a dog
it'd be a
foot
free.
I'm seeing? You want to pan that camera over to your dog really quick?
Oh yeah, no, my dog is in my bed. That's his foot. He broke in. I had the door closed, but he decided that he would
Oh,
take a nap on my bed.
oh, there it is. It just adjusted. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Apollo.
No.
Back to the news.
Yeah, look at that. There's people just
Oh,
walking out
there's
here.
I mean, they are in Jamaica. So, like I said, there's some things in Jamaica that might help calm your nerves if you're worried about a tsunami. And I would imagine that if you're walking down the beach, you might be partaking in that. It is Jamaica. Um,
That does seem like a wave recently broke a little bit higher there.
I don't think it's anything crazy. Those waves look like what, maybe a foot tall before they
Yeah.
break.
Well, I mean, that's kind of helpful, if you really think about it, because it's pretty calm seas right now. So if there's any wave that really sticks out, like a tsunami wave, it should be easy to see. I just hope for these people's sake that it's not going to be a big one. Let's come back over here to our Grand Cayman camera, check out what's going on over here, just to make sure nothing has changed. Yeah, still live. Looking at this area, nothing's really.
Just look like there's a lot less people. There are still people at the bar, but there were crowds that had all circled around the bar earlier. Seems like a lot of people have gone away.
Yeah, maybe that alert is kind of looks like there's some live music going on over there. That guy's looks like he's got a little DJ setup
Is that a
happening over
drum
there.
set?
Oh, look, it's a
Boat.
and that's like one of those Carnival cruise ships, I think. Thing is
Is
massive.
it?
Yeah,
Huh.
that is a huge boat.
They don't seem to be too worried about the sea being rough.
Yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't sound like it's a big tsunami, but we don't really have any reports or confirmations yet. Let me come back over to here and see if we have any new updates. Yeah, nothing new there. Non-U.S. Caribbean threat.
Evan, we cannot see your browser.
Oh, right. Whoops. Sorry about that. I switched over to your view to show your dog.
No.
Yeah, tsunami waves reaching
So it's just a close up of me. Sorry about that, guys.
tsunami waves reaching 1 to 3 meters above the tide level are possible along some coasts of Cuba. Tsunami waves reaching Point 0.3 to 1 meters above the tide level are possible for some coasts of Honduras and Cayman Islands.
Okay, so they're looking at about a foot to 3 feet at the Caymans,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy considering how close they are in proximity.
Yeah.
And they're also predicting that it will make landfall at 2354
Well,
UTC.
the problem about Cuba is we don't have any cameras in Cuba because they don't allow cameras of that
Oh man,
nature.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
Wonder if that has anything to do with who's in charge there.
probably. If I had to guess,
What? Cuba doesn't like us recording their beaches?
they don't.
But wouldn't that,
They
I
don't
mean,
even let our
honestly,
planes
you know what
fly
I think?
like
This is
over
great
their area.
advertisement. Like, I want to go to Jamaica now after looking at that beach. That looks wonderful, minus the coconut tree ready to kill those people laying in that chair there. But,
You are
like,
obsessed with that coconut tree.
dude, I mean, just look at them. Like, dude, those are primed and ready to fall on your head. I mean, either miss you and you have a free coconut, or it falls on your head and you have a free concussion.
Yeah, and that definitely wouldn't feel good.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep it entertaining. It's only so much we can do when you're staring at a beach.
It's not entertaining to talk about people dying from coconut.
I mean, what are we talking about with these tsunamis here? It's going to be devastation and
Yeah,
destruction.
we're not doing entertainment. We're reporting the news.
Well, the news has became entertainment. You can't not be. I mean, isn't the best way to be entertained while getting the news?
I think the entertainment value is for the person watching to determine, but
Yeah, but if you could make the news entertaining and be like Ron Burgundy, well, then why wouldn't you want to be like Ron Burgundy? That's a loaded question, by the way.
yeah, because I mean, in my opinion, it's mainly just a reporting in the news. You shouldn't, especially. Well, it depends on what the news is. You can go into more entertainment, but when you're talking about something as serious as a tsunami, I think it's best not to make jokes about the tsunami
I think that's
and
the
about the
perfect
people
time
being
to make
affected.
jokes.
No,
We can agree to disagree there.
yeah, that's a big disagreement on my end.
Yeah, man, look at that. The Cayman Islands are literally right there.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're not expecting a bigger tsunami there. And then it's going to be bigger past the Cayman Islands towards Cuba.
I mean,
Must
definitely
have
would
to do
expect it
something
to
with the
make landfall in
seafloor.
the Cayman Islands well before hours before anything happens um in Jamaica. Oh wow, we got more people out on the beach. It looks like a cop's out on the beach now.
And it does look like a cop.
Oh, he's telling him to get lost.
Mm.
Although I do wonder because that boat's still out there. So we have the first what looks like people being kicked off the beach, although we do see more people what looks like walking up to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. Let's see if we can get some information, a little bit more information about Jamaica itself.
Yeah, what type they might be expecting in terms of the size of waves.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is expecting a foot, less than a foot. But the generation of tsunami waves has not been confirmed as of our latest reports here.
Hmm. So nothing's confirmed yet.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of past time. I feel like an announcement's coming, if I'm being honest.
Well, we'll just have to continue to wait and see.
All tsunami forecasts, water levels are below 1 foot with the earliest. Okay, that's for Puerto Rico. Already went over
Do we have any
this.
cameras in Puerto Rico? If it says water levels have already dropped a foot.
No, it's saying that's under a foot is what they're expecting for their tsunami waves,
Yeah, I see.
which wouldn't really be particularly too impactful. Find more information about what they're expecting for Jamaica, because Jamaica is before Puerto Rico. If you look at the map,
Also,
Jamaica
Roger,
is
I
right
am
here.
not
Puerto
sure who
Rico is
Mike
all the way
Jarek
out here.
is, but I will have to look into that. Because if he's a funny reporter, wait, Mike Jarek. Is that like one of those names that's supposed to sound like something dirty if I say it too fast? Or is
Mike Jarek? No, I don't think so. I don't think you're
okay? I
getting
didn't know
trouble.
if it was like Mike Hunt, you know?
Yeah. He says hilarious reporter from Philly, I think Fox 29. Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay. See, I just didn't know if I was about to make a sound bit or a sound bite for someone.
they do that sometimes. You gotta watch out for that. I forget who it was. Somebody made me do it when I was doing a weather broadcast. I think it was their actual screen name, and I said it.
And you just immediately,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
that'll get you.
yeah.
So tsunami waves reaching zero point 0.3 to 1 meters above the tide
Like
level are
it's interesting
possible
to
from
me,
the
like the
coast
areas they're
of.
calling out here. It's like it's just Cuba, Honduras, and Cayman Islands. But
Why is
if you
Cuba
look
again
at
such a much larger threat than the Caymans?
or Jamaica,
Because
I feel like
I
I'm
guess it's just they have more
fundamentally missing.
coastline.
No, I
Oh,
think it's the
the
sea.
tsunami could pick up more steam and get taller as it travels further.
That's not
It
really.
could
I
be
think it
like
has something to do with the seafloor or something, or just like what
currents.
you see. Like you see how shallow this coast is here. Maybe that has to do with something. I just wish they would release a little bit more detailed because like these statements are like they're just saying Cuba. Is that like all of Cuba? Is there like a specific city? You're talking about the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico as well. I think the last time we had a mention of Jamaica was in the estimated times, but there wasn't any indication of how big the waves were going to be.
Now it is saying that. Oh, I guess we
Yeah, we
we,
gotta
we have
wait.
to watch these, don't we?
Not live. We can hide them. In theory, would Cuba just break most of the tsunami? I think like just in general, they're not expecting it to be that big of a tsunami. I mean, 1 to 3 meters though is nothing to scoff at, depending on how
Yeah, if
much
that hit
force.
Cuba, that would be devastating.
I don't know about devastating, but
Wouldn't be great.
yeah, definitely would not be great. I don't know. It depends on how low in elevations the beaches are, and if it's really at 1 to 3 feet, or or not 1 to 3 feet, 3 to 9 feet waves. Really just depends. I mean, there could be some significant impacts if that were to truly happen. I mean, definitely don't want to understate the dangers of a tsunami, but it just feels like there's a lot, really not that much known at this point on what we are to expect if anything's going to come at all. Yeah, that police officer is still out there.
Yeah, he's definitely started guarding the beach. There's no one on the. Oh well, there's someone going out there recording.
The good news is that there's no United States threat, but still trying to determine what the heck's going to happen out here. If there's any updates from tsunami.gov. Oh, still no new updates. Go check back in on the Cayman Islands. Yeah. I don't know. We're in a kind of a information hole at the moment.
I don't know if you can. I can tell if those if the tides are receding. There's definitely still more groups of people on the beach in Jamaica.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you got to go.
Yeah, I am unfortunately have some things I need to go take care of, but um yeah,
Well,
hopefully this doesn't evolve much further and we're not looking at too much devastation. Um
yeah, I really
and
hope not.
if we do see tsunamis make landfall, I will absolutely be back on later to give updates and to see what's the story on the ground.
All right. Well, you take it easy, have fun, and I'll keep you updated. I might stay alive for a little bit here just to kind of get some more information because it kind of seems like something's coming, whether it's a
Right.
tsunami or an update. So, all right, brother, take it easy.
You as well.
All right, looks like I'm doing this solo now. How's everybody doing, by the way? Who all is still here, and where are you guys tuning in from? Definitely interested to know if we got anybody in the kind of possible paths here of this tsunami tuning in chat. Yeah, I mean, kind of a summary of what's happened. We had a 7.6 magnitude 7.6 earthquake out in the Caribbean Sea, and we're still kind of monitoring to see if any impacts are really going to happen here. But as far as we can tell, there hasn't been any significant damage or anything caused by a tsunami. Philly, okay, thank you. Looks like you'll be all right. And we've been monitoring these cams in the Cayman Islands and also in Jamaica, and so far we haven't seen. And now we got multiple officers. No, there's still one officer. And by the way, folks, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel or like the stream, please consider hitting that like button. It does help us reach more people that could potentially be looking for some information on this stuff, the latest information, and consider hitting that subscribe button as well. As we're going to try to do more breaking news coverage on this channel. See if I got any updates to share you guys. A tsunami advisory continues for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. There are no alerts for mainland United States coast. We already knew that. Yeah, I think so far we've been kind of fortunate. You know, 8.6. I mean, a 7.6 earthquake is is there security guard spitting some game? I think he is. Yeah, he's definitely talking to somebody. Hopefully, he's just informing. But yeah, I mean, usually with these larger earthquakes, you can get some pretty devastating tsunamis. But it seems like so far the lack of reports is probably an indication that you know there's just either not a tsunami or it's not very impactful tsunami if there are small waves. 'Cause, I mean, we've been watching the waves over here in Jamaica, and we haven't seen really a rise at all. Maybe a small rise, but I'm watching this little line here as an indication. The water line is an indication of just how far up the beach this is going, and it's just we're not really seeing it reach that far up. So there is a tsunami. It's small here in Jamaica. So I think that's going to be it for the breaking coverage. If we get any more breaking news out of the tsunami, I'll consider going back live, or either that or I'll do a video on this. But I do appreciate you guys tuning in. It does. Hopefully, we can do more breaking news Now that Josh has had an opportunity to get a webcam, he's got everything kind of set up there. So when I'm busy, he can be posting. So there should be content even when I am busy with my weather channel on this channel from Josh. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll continue to give you guys updates as they come in, whether it's on a community post or whether it's on a video. But I'll see you guys on the next breaking news story. Peace.